There'll be brighter days. There'll be brighter days. When the night won't loosen its grip on my mind, there'll be brighter days. There'll be brighter days. I've been low, I've been lost, I've been bent, but I'm still breathing through the pain. And I know, even in the darkest times, there'll be brighter days. There'll be brighter days. The wall's been closing in again. Same old ghost calling out my name. I wear my silence like a scar, trying to remember who we are. Every mirror shows a stranger's face. Every prayer feels a second late. But I keep walking through the air, hoping the cross still let in faith. And I know, even in the darkest times, there'll be brighter days. There'll be brighter days. When the weight of love will leave my spine, there'll be brighter days. There'll be brighter days. I've been weak, I've been worn, I've been bent, but I'm still standing in the rain. And I know, even in the darkest times, there'll be brighter days. There'll be brighter days. I screamed into the void at night, asked the dark to show some light. Every step feels paper thin, but I still move my feet again. I've loved and lost and learned to lay, held on to things I couldn't say. But even in shattered, something stays, a quiet hope that doesn't fade. I don't know, even in the darkest times, there'll be brighter days. There'll be brighter days. When the past still pulls me back inside, there'll be brighter days. There'll be brighter days. I've been down, I've been torn, I've been spent, but I'm still here, I still remain. And I know, even in the darkest times, there'll be brighter days. There'll be brighter days. If tomorrow finds me broken still, I gather what I can and heal. I learned the night can't last forever. Even storms release the weather. They focus more, I'll guard the flame. Even dying light still fights the same. I don't need proof, I just need time to see the sun through tired eyes. Through tired eyes. If you got a glass, fill it, cause I need it now. Money is a in it, I don't wanna think about it. So if you know the song, sing it, cause I need it now. Take me to a place where the music's loud. I don't wanna think right now. Flashing lights running through the crowd. I don't ever wanna stop. So let's get out, let's get out. I got money in my pocket and I'm about to fucking drop it with you now. With you now. Tear the roof off every building. I know I'll be spending millions with you. Just tell me what you wanna do. So let's get out, let's get out. I got money in my pocket and I'm about to spend it all. About to spend it all. About to spend it all. Let's go loco. Let's go loco. Let's go loco. Let's see what I done to solo. You be Yoko, I'll be Ono. I don't wanna live in mono. Stay and remedy my phone. We can party down in Soho. Gets me up when I am Lolo. I say Marco, you say Polo. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's see what I done to solo. You be Yoko, I'll be Ono. I don't wanna live in mono. Stay and remedy my phone. We can party down in Soho. Gets me up when I am Lolo. I say Marco, you say Polo. Let's go loco. La 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 la. Let's go loco. Let's go loco. Let's go loco. Let's see what I done to solo. You be Yoko, I'll be Ono. I don't wanna live in mono. Stay and remedy my phone. We can party down in Soho. Gets me up when I am Lolo. I say Marco, you say Polo. Let's go loco. Let's see what I done to solo. You be Yoko, I'll be Ono. I don't wanna live in mono. Stay and remedy my phone. We can party down in Soho. Gets me up when I am Lolo. I say Marco, you say Polo. Let's go, let's go. Let's go loco. Let's go loco.
and you slammed the door. I messed up on the bedroom floor. What the hell do we do this for? I push you out but you come back. That attraction, we can't fight that. Oh, keep telling myself that I should let go, but I hold on. And oh, keep telling myself that I should move on, but I don't. 'Cause we got that mad love, we got that sad love, we got that fun love, we got that young love, yeah, that dumb love. 'Cause we got that mad love, we got that sad love, we got that fun love, we got that young love, yeah, that dumb love. We got that. 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 We got that love. We got that. We got that. Kiss me and the world disappears. Tell me the things that I wanna hear. I just wanna stay right here. You push me out, but I come back. That attraction, we can't fight that. Oh, keep telling myself that I should let go, but I hold on. And oh, keep telling myself that I should move on, but I don't. 'Cause we got that mad love, we got that sad love, we got that fun love, we got that young love, yeah, that dumb love. 'Cause we got that mad love, we got that sad love, we got that fun love, we got that young love, yeah, that dumb love. We got that love. We got that. 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 We got that young love, that young love. We got that young love, that young love. We got that young love, that young love. We got that young love, that young love.
Hands up high, close your eyes, deep breath in. We begin. Woke up heavy, heart on the floor, coffee gone cold, dreams at the door. Hit that mirror, are you enough? Smile cracks open, I've had enough. We rise through the roof tonight. Nothing can hold us down, from the floor to the sky. Feel your feet leave the ground. Every heartbeat shouting, I'm alive. Laughing at nothing, let the good rush in. You and your friends, me and my crew, caught that spark when I looked at you. I feel so right, right. too loud, two hearts wild in a wild out crowd. I feel so right, right into the beat all night. Good vibes here like a green light. Don't think twice, we feel so right. Spin me around, round and around, losing the floor, finding the sound. If this is a dream, don't wake me up. Hands in the sky, let's turn it up. We feel so right. When I strike, it's dead on sound. Hear the thunder when my boots hit ground. They don't see me till I'm gone, just an echo in the dark, then the lights turn off. I don't stall, I break through, built from fire and scars. Yeah, I paid my dues. Eyes forward, no pretend. I was made for the fall. I don't crack, I don't bend in. Cold nights waltzed in, sirens sing. Hope felt heavy like a broken wing. They said slow down, play it safe. I was busy carving truth out of concrete, yeah. Hands cut up from the climb I chose. Every step uphill, but I never froze. I learned pain, don't ask permission. It just shows up and tests your vision. I kept walking when the lights went red, kept my word when the bridges bled. Now the room go quiet when I stand, 'cause they feel what I hear before they understand. When I strike, it's dead on sound. Hear the thunder when my boots hit ground. They don't see me till I'm gone, just a shadow in the smoke when the sparks move on. I don't stall, I break through. Every scar on my back says I paid my dues. Eyes forward, don't pretend. I was made for the fall. I don't crack, I don't bend. I seen smiles, hide knives in the teeth. Heard fake love talk louder than belief. I don't need applause to breathe. I just need my spine and my sanity. I learned silence, it's harder than screams, and pressure forges better dreams. I don't follow, I design. Every loss just sharpen the line. They want shortcuts, I want truth. I want roots that outlast youth. I'm still standing where the weak collapse. While they talk about glory, I'm building maps. When I strike, it's dead on sound. Heart like steel won't slow me down. They don't see me till I'm gone, just a whisper in the wind when the damage done. All I break through, if it costs me blood, I still see it through. Eyes forward, no pretend. I was made for the fall. I don't crack, I don't bend. Now the weight sits heavy on my name, but I earned every ounce of the flame. I remember hunger like a scar. Now I aim higher every time I start. I don't flex for the ghosts that doubt. I flex for the nights I almost tapped out. Every fall taught me how to rise. Every truth came dressed in a lie. If I break, I rebuild it stronger. If I bleed, I last even longer. This ain't luck, this is will, this is standing still. One day you'll wake and find the doorway, claw marks carved into the frame. You'll chase your own small desperate scratches and try to spell out who to blame. But you were barking for a master, you were whimpering for chains. You call it hurt, I call it hunger. You keep crawling back and calling out my name. And my appetite, I pull the string. I'm the reason why you linger, why you cling. You're a lost puppy begging at my feet, looking for someone to keep you on your leash. You said go back, you never really leave. I'm the reason why you linger, why you bleed. You're a lost puppy drooling for a taste, looking for someone to keep you in your place.
Flickering lights in the midnight haze. We used to run, we used to blaze. Dancing shadows, no time to waste. Feel the rhythm, feel the chase. Neon lights, they're calling me back. Flash of the strobe, heartbeats attack. Neon nights, where we lose control. Take me back, let the music roll. Take me back, let the music roll. Silver sneakers on the sticky floor. Every spin feels like before. Your laugh echoes a time travel door. Turn it up, we'll crave some more. Hands in the air like the past alive. This beat is home where the memories thrive. Neon lights, they're calling me back. Flash of the strobe, heartbeats attack. Neon nights, where we lose control. Take me back, let the music roll. Take me back, let the music roll. The DJ spins a vinyl dream. This fever burns a glittering stream. No future, no past, just this moment supreme. Ooh.
my bed each day. Every word you said. If I speak, would you turn around? Oh, I walk by, you don't see me slipping through time. I can't get you
Heard you once in a crowded room, name tag crooked on your shirt. Laugh tripped over my careful mood, spilled my drink but it didn't even hurt. You said something small, I replay it all like a clip on a loop in my head. Every little word, every high I heard, color in the corners in red. Your Velcro on my brain, stuck all over everything, every thought. Your name, your face won't shake off this little clang. You're humming in my veins, catching like my favorite phrase. Velcro on my brain, my brain. Velcro on my brain. Velcro on my brain. Walk on talking to the air, quoting you to the passing cars. Turn a corner, you're not there. Still you're bouncing off of my heart. I should let it slide, but you ride on repeat like a secret refrain. Every tiny glance, every half chance, clicking like a magnet again. Your Velcro on my brain, stuck all over everything, every thought. Your name, your face won't shake off this little clang. You're humming in my veins, catching like my favorite phrase. Velcro on my brain, my brain. Velcro on my brain. Velcro on my brain. Can't turn you down, can't tune you out. You're in the back of every loud conversation. You're in the cracks between my things. You're the line I keep chasing, You posted up front row, arms crossed, mad. I walk in cool, you already feel big. His hands on you, but his eyes on me. I don't want your man where you press by me, where you press by me. You can't stand to see me. I'm ashamed, he don't want this me. I don't want your man, let your boy be free where you press by me, press by me. You whisper threats in his ear like smoke. You roll your eyes like I'm some inside you. I'm laughing low, sipping on my drink. If you trust in what you had, you wouldn't care what I. You can't stand to see me. His hands on you, but his eyes on me. I don't want your man where you press by me, where you press by me. You can't stand to see me. Whole room knows how you watching me. I don't want your man, let your boy be free where you press by me, press by me. You posted up, 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 front row, arms crossed. I walk in cool, you already feel bad. Keep like your waist sweaty, lean my way. You tag him close, he still steals one more blast my way. You can't stand to see me. His hands on you, but his eyes on me. I don't want your man where you press by me, where you press by me. You can't stand to see me. I'm just chillin', you don't want that sweet. I don't want your man, let you wanna be free where you press by me, press by me. You kiss the press on his ear like smoke. peace, but he leaned my way. You tell them close, he still steals one more glance my way. You can't stand to see me. His hands on you, but his eyes on me. I don't want your man, why you press about me? Why you press about me? Oh, you can't stand to see me. I'm just sure that he the one that's weak. I don't want your man, let your boy be free. Why you press about me? Press about me. Walking, quiet flex, neck chill, soft vex, eyes follow every step I take. You can feel that shift, that quake. Low top, but they all lean in. Lip gloss loud, still I win. I don't chase, I just set the tone. He compare you to me on his phone. I'm the hottest in the room, don't need no likes. He be scrolling in the dark, yeah, I'm his type. You can have his little days, I own his nights. I'm the name in his head when he closes his eye, oh yeah. I'm the hottest in the room, don't need no likes. You post thirst, I post once. Still my pics, do what you want. He no angles, he no frame. Face saved under fake name. Blue ticks, I got too many, but his view hit every 20. You right there, still he gone. Baby, you in bed, but I'm the one he on. I'm the hottest in the room, don't need no likes. He be scrolling in the dark, yeah, I'm his type. You can have his little days, I own his nights. I'm the name in his head when he closes his eyes. Chat, lit, they send my links. You pretend you never click, but you think how she glow like that, so cold like that. Every angle hit hard, every pose impact, yeah. I don't beg for hearts, I break them. I don't chase clout, I shake them. You can fight, you can frown, you can write that rant, but he's still zooming on me when you think he can't. I'm the hottest in the room, don't need no likes. He be scrolling in the dark, yeah, I'm his type. You can have his little days, I own his nights. I'm the name in his head when he closes his eyes. I'm the hottest in the room, don't need no likes.
Walk in, head nod, whole room get quiet. They watch, same ones that prayed I fly. Scroll timeline, still see my stock. Came up off crumbs of faith. Turn that doubt to a chain and play. They talk tough, but they all inflate. I talk once, then I demonstrate. Top dog talk, they hate that. Yeah, I'm the one, they can't say that. They look shook when I state facts. I'm him, yeah, I'm the better face that. Top dog talk, they play blind. I'm the name to stay on they mind. They fall off, I stay in my prime. I'm him, yeah, I'm the ish. Let the world decide. I don't chase clicks, I chase checks. They chase trends, I chase respect. Numbers lie, when you bout that flex. My impact hit like a side effect. They quote lines that I wrote last year. Still stuck there while I switch gears. They whisper out here, they veer. I'm the quiet storm that they secretly fear. Top dog talk, they hate that. I'm the one, they can't say that. They look shook when I state facts. I'm him, yeah, I'm the better face that. Top dog talk, they play blind. I'm the name that stay on they mind. They fall off, I stay in my prime. I'm him, yeah, I'm the ish, let the world decide. Big boss moves, I don't overpost. Let results talk, let receipts boast. They toast wins that be barely close. I treat those like a quick warm-up. Like Coles, they act cool, but they envy loud. I see through every fake pat on the back in the crowd. I don't beg love, I just draw a crowd. I'm the proof that they feelin' but can't speak aloud. Yeah, top dog talk, they hate. I'm the one, they can't say that. They look shook when I state facts. I'm him, yeah, I'm the better face that. Top dog talk, they play blind. I'm the name that stay on their mind. They fall off, I stay in my prime. I'm him, yeah, I'm the let the world decide. Let the world decide. When I shoot, I never miss. Pressure heavy, every step I take legit. Cops can't even comprehend. They a whistle in the wind, gone before it even bends. I don't move, I just ascend. From the bottom to the throne, yeah, the story never ends. Tunnel vision locked in. I was built for this moment. I don't fold, I don't bend. Came up starving, nice cold heat off. Dreams loud, but the rent was due. Lights off. Learn quick, trust in. Circle small. Everybody say they real till the currents fall. I was counting every dollar like a countdown clock. Now it's silence when I enter, hear the sound drop. They was laughing when I said I make a way. Now they asking how I did it like it happened overnight. Pressure made diamonds, pain made a plan. Every loss turned fuel, every scar made a man. I don't talk, I execute, that's the code I live. If it don't align with the vision, I don't give. When I shoot, I never miss. Every move precise, yeah, I've been like this. Ops can't even comprehend. They a whisper in the wind, faded in the end. I don't break, I transcend. Had to bleed for the crown, just to wear the correct. Tunnel vision locked in. I was built for this moment. I don't fold, I don't bend. Seen betrayal in the smile, felt it in the room. Same ones clapping, I was praying for my doom. I don't chase validation, I chase peace. But don't confuse calm waters for a week. I move chess while they playing checkers. Long game, generational measures. Every step calculated, every risk insured. I survived what should've broke me, now I'm pure. Talk loud, but they hollow inside. I've been quiet, stacking purpose, let the results reply. Ain't no shortcuts in this marathon. I earned every stripe, every brick I stand on. When I shoot, I never miss. Timing everything, yeah, I trust the script. Ops can't even comprehend. They a whistle in the wind, gone where the echoes in. I don't stop. I don't stall, I transcend. From the mud to the summit, now the view intense. Tunnel vision locked in. I was built for this moment. I don't fold, I don't bend. Now the crown feel heavy, but my head stay straight. I remember them days when I barely ate. Now it's legacy talks, long-term plans. Put my name in stone, not just grains in the sand. I don't flex for the cameras, I flex for the past. For the kid who was doubted, told he he'd never last. Every setback wasn't set up in disguise. I just kept moving forward, let the truth arise. If I fall, I get up, that's law. If I speak, it's intention, I know it's not talk. I ain't lucky, I was chosen by fire. Now the world feels small when you aiming higher. When I shoot, I never miss. Timing everything, yeah, I trust the script. Ops can't even comprehend. They a whistle in the wind, gone where the echoes in. I don't stop, I don't stall, I transcend. From the mud to the summit, now the view intense. Tunnel vision locked in. I was built for this moment. I don't fold, I don't bend. blood smudged the glass, your lipstick slightly spit. You're pretending not to watch, but I feel you pull me near. Every chord it has been circling your name. I've been dancing around the truth, too afraid to say it plain. When the last song comes on and the world thins out, you're the only one I want in this tired crowd. If they kill all the lights and they close us down, you're the only one I want spinning in this fallout. Clock above the exit sign gives a cold electric glare. Shadows stretching on the walls as they stack the empty chairs. I step closer, say your name like I've waited all my life. Stay with me for one more try, one more chance to get this right. When the last song comes on and the world thins out, you're the only one I want in this tired crowd. If they kill all the lights and they close us down, you're the only one I want spinning in this fallout. Let them sweep the floors around us, let the speakers crack and fade. If this is the end of the evening, let it be where something's made. All the nights I stood here silent, all the times I looked away. I want you, I want you, I won't let this slip away. When the last song comes on and the world thins out, you're the only one I want in this tired crowd. If they kill all the lights in this town, you're the only one I want when the last song's burning out.
Last call, this is the end. You trace a circle on the bar top, say, remember when? Neon on your glasses, dust on my shoes. We built so many fragile nights, thought we'd never lose. Last call, my dear friend, we've come a long
I know, even in the darkest times, there'll be brighter days. There'll be brighter days. When the night won't loosen its grip on my mind, there'll be brighter days. There'll be brighter days. I've been low, I've been lost, I've been bent, but I'm still breathing through the pain. And I know, even in the darkest times, there'll be brighter days. There'll be brighter days. The wall's been closing in again. Same old ghost calling out my name.
In case you haven't met her, here she is, Kiara. You do lives, right?
Not yet.
You haven't done a live yet? They actually haven't met you yet?
Not officially.
Oh my goodness. Are you in for a treat? First of all, why is it that everyone that cues me is literally like bing from a, I don't know, Disney movie?
Oh. I don't have an answer for that.
Julia, Kristen, Lashana, Courtney. I mean, I could literally write a film about the vulnerable but strong character, you know, like ultra moral, beautiful, like incredible human that each of these humans actually are. You know what I'm talking about. The woman that you're just rooting for because you're just like, wow, that woman represents all of us and look at her go, right? Kiara is incredible. I feel so lucky to introduce her to all of you. She amazes me. She amazed Kristen, Julia, all of the high performance team fell in love with her immediately, and she's put in the real work. And as you can see from her cueing me, she is incredibly talented, and I'm so excited for her to break it down for you this week.
Thank you so much. Yes, I am.
The breakdown is detailed, so you can really go there.
Right up my alley.
Right up her alley. I mean, that was very detailed, as all of you are. You're all very detailed. You really cannot be in that position unless you're really detailed. But you articulated it all really beautifully. So, yay, amazing. And when they articulate it for me, and because this was her first time too, I was like, oh, I really want to embody it and show you really what a faster process is. Sometimes I will say, look, that was my first time processing it after I created it, so that's going to get better. But this time I wanted to do right by you too, so I tried to really like process it a little faster.
So sweet.
Our microphone. Okay, but now I'm really going to lecture. So, okay, here we go. I will rarely work out in the evening. I'm really a morning movement believer, but sometimes I find myself here in the evening. And let me tell you, if it's an evening movement practice or no practice, it's better to move. And when you do, try and make it as early in the evening as possible. So our Miami studio just opened up a 5:30 p.m. class. And if you limit caffeine to only the morning and don't drink anything stimulating and opt for like a chamomile tea, magnesium bath, no devices after this, it actually cannot negatively affect your sleep, because that's what we're really concerned about with an evening workout, because sleep and movement are both really super important to your well-being. So anyway, about this week, as you know, every week moves into the next. I take the elements of choreography very seriously. So as you take on the sequences as a whole, that's one thing. But here in this after class chat, I'm going to dial into a few key pieces this week and next week that I'm after. And what I mean by after, it's not that I'm solely focused on that. It's just that it's going to require you to get this to do the movements right? So what we're doing here is going to really require hip mobility. And I want you to understand why this matters so deeply. Orthopedically, the hips are one of the most complex joints in the body. They're designed not just to move, but to transfer force between the legs and the spine, between the ground and the torso. In both orthopedic and dance science, the hips are understood as a central transmission point. And when they work well, everything above and below them benefits. When they don't, the body actually quietly reorganizes around that loss. So here's what most people don't actually realize. When the hips lose true mobility, the body doesn't simply get stiff. It becomes protective. So inner thighs tighten, not in a cosmetic and good way, in a lack of range way, because they're short, but because they're trying to stabilize something that is lost access. So lower abdominals brace, but not because they're weak, because they're compensating for a pelvis that's being pulled out of its neutral position. So it's actually like a lot more complicated than you think. The spine then takes on the load that it was never designed to manage alone. This is why so many people work very hard and still don't see these design changes, and they don't feel it, and they've got pain certain places. They don't lack effort, they lack strategy. They're locked up, and the result of that doesn't give you the physical feeling or the physical look that you're after. And a lot of movement girlies out there, no, I'm not knocking on anyone, but they actually make this worse for you. So just like what we've learned from the 80s and 90s, even like I love Jane Fonda, I love all of these people, but the 1980s workout, many of those icons have openly spoken about having multiple hip replacements, knee replacements, dealing with osteoporosis. Even Richard Simmons, bless his heart, he had lots of reports of knee issues. I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger, known for bodybuilding and strength and so much, underwent hip replacements. And there's a bodybuilder that is like really, 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 really famous, a 90s era bodybuilder who had over 13 spinal and joint surgeries. Ronnie Coleman, 13 spinal and joint surgeries, including like hip replacements due to years of heavy lifting. And these are professionals, right? And so you've got to understand, like, even if you're moving for benefits, there's also weaknesses. And my mission is to make sure that these more common things that are due to extreme range of motion, even in ballet, which causes cartilage erosion and all kinds of things, modern, like, specialized techniques, can allow a little bit of extra life there, but not a lot. So low impact, consistent movement that strengthens surrounding muscles while maintaining joint mobility is really the best to avoid hip replacements, knee replacements. So ideal activities include consistency over intensity. Daily light movement is more beneficial than intense, infrequent workouts. And overwalking, the 10,000 steps a day that everybody talks about, can sometimes worsen this if the correct muscle groups are not engaged in the correct way. So you can't just go and lift, and you can't just even go and walk, impact free. You've got to focus on building the muscles around the hip to take the pressure off of the joint itself. And choreography, real choreography, is not just a sequence of movements. Every element has a physical intention. If you don't understand the relationship between the element and the outcome, you may be doing beautiful work that never quite lands. That's also why we don't just unlock the hips in the same way every week. Access isn't a one-time achievement. It has to be revisited and used. Sometimes we approach it through load, sometimes through rotation, sometimes through rhythm or asymmetry. longevity doesn't come from forcing range. It comes from keeping access alive. And when access returns, your inner thighs lengthen without losing lift. Lifting and lowering originate from the center instead of the joints. The lower abs stop bracing and they start responding. So that's when flexibility stops collapsing the system and starts revealing its actual strengths and connective like communication. So I've said a lot there fast, but what I'm trying to get at is that it's a lot more complicated for me to take everything that we've learned from great movers in dance and in fitness before me. And for me I really analyzed that before I ever even did my first study. So when I really look at all of those things, people weren't moving because they wanted to move towards a hip replacement. They thought what they were doing was right. And now a lot of the movement that you see out there is the simple stuff over and over and over, because you want to do the simple stuff over and over and over, because that is less taxing on your mind and your coordination. It's just easier, but it's not better for the long run. You really have to graduate week after week after week. And that's why I turn it around so fast. And that's why I'm 50 and I've been in motion my whole adult life, and I'm pain-free and I'm injury-free because I'm very discerning about these things, okay? So now let's talk about what comes next, because this is where a lot of people really lose trust in themselves. Right after this mat choreography, I'm going to just do like 13 or 14 minutes of simple, easy to follow cardio. And I was wearing like leg warmers underneath my shoes. So we're talking simple. It didn't feel right. So it was like really simple. So I want you to think of this as extra credit for your attendance streaks this week. And here's why. Most people don't give up because they're incapable. They give up because their formula is off. They try to do everything all at once. It's not sustainable. Then their hunger and their food's all off, or they repeat the same approach even when their body's stress levels, hormones, or stage of life have changed. Do this cardio on the days that feel good, because ultimately you do need this tool. And when I say this is easy, I flubbed up because I was trying to make it. I was like, oh, we'll go a little more complicated. And then I was like, no, I need to make this easy. And then I couldn't even do the easy. So most people don't understand how expressive movement and cardio, you need that. So when cardio stops working, people conclude that something is wrong with them, when in reality, the system just needs recalibration. Formulas are not fixed. They're responsive. And that's why I've always built a robust toolbox of real pathways and curriculums for you, instead of a one-size-fits-all plan that's just built on vibes. You require a lot more than that. So different weeks also require different levels for you to pull. This is about your balance. And the sequence you just did was an experience that your body needed on many levels. But to do it, you need to move well. You effectively learned this week how to coordinate, self-load, stabilize, lengthen with intelligence, rotate, reach, emote. And when we add that cardio immediately after, we teach that intelligence to travel through the heart, the lungs, the circulatory system, and the nervous system. So this isn't about burning something off. It's really about integration. And 15 to 20 minutes really works, because it's long enough to improve oxygen delivery. It's long enough to get you some stamina, long enough to clear stress chemistry. And I'm not asking you to do tough choreography here. This is like short, what I'm throwing at you. This is like almost pre-DVD for me. So it's like short enough to be sustainable. It reinforces consistency instead of demanding perfect, choreography. Like much of my stuff is very intense. So stay for this. You're completing the arc of what you already did. And yes, you also get to torch some calories. You might notice that you're a little bit more hungry after this, which is not failure. After movement performances, your body does become more insulin sensitive, and that means it's better able to use nutrients instead of just hoarding them. So this is where people often go wrong because they underfuel or they like really just try and get through it and then they haven't planned for after class. So then they overeat later. So just a small intentional pairing of some healthy sugar and protein post workout really helps. And it will calm your nervous system. It prevents rebound hunger. And this is not about like processed food. Like I'll carry a little like Theo's dark chocolate in my bag with me, and you can pair that with like even a scoop of like almond butter if you want to, or you can um take like anything with like real minimal ingredients. You can have a piece of fruit with a little bit of protein. Sometimes like I like chocolate with like I will actually have like some sauteed tofu really quick and eat some chocolate. Like I'm crazy like that. Or I'll take like fresh pineapple juice and a little bit of protein. So the sugar signals safety and the protein supports repair. Together they help the body feel met instead of deprived. And deprivation is what really leads to overeating, and structure really prevents it. So if you think ahead and know your patterns and care for yourself before your hunger turns into chaos, that will really help you too. So and this all really compounds when you're facing tough times in life, and collectively we always are. And it feels really like the reality is even more so now. So when experiences are too hard to hold, this is one more layer I want to add. Sorry, Kiara, you're in for like, this is lecture central here. It explains why certain areas of the body can feel especially resistant, even when you're strong and consistent. When life gives us experiences that are too overwhelming to process in the moment, the brain does something very intelligent. It shifts priority from meaning making to protection. And this is really neurological. It's not just like emotional. You're not just breaking down. Under sustained stress, the system responsible for reflection and integration, it quiets down while the systems responsible for survival become more active. And the body adapts by it'll increase baseline muscle tone and simplifying movement. The pelvic region is especially sensitive to this. Really, mechanically, it plays a central role in posture, breathing, again, transferring load. And when the nervous system stays on high alert, the muscles around the hips and the pelvis often become overactive. You know that feeling in your gut when your gut is off, right? You can feel it. It's guarding, it's stabilizing, it's trying to help you. Over time, that guarding can limit your mobility, disrupt that inner thigh lower ab relationship, and make movement feel heavier and harder to jump into than it needs to be. This is why I often say, like, what's going on in your life too? Why I can't get you moving, right? So you know when you're gut wrenched with worry, it just sits right there. It's not about memories that are being stored in your hips. It's about the body staying protective longer than necessary. That's what your body's doing. And what intelligent choreography does, and why I care so much that you find the artist in you, is it provides clear, predictable input. It shows the nervous system that it can stay organized without the bracing, that it gets to emote and rise to the occasion. It gets a voice. And that's why access returns, not because we force anything open, but because the body no longer needs to guard. You know, I always like to grab a philosopher for this. So I'll explain this in a way that Rumi brings this forward. Rumi keeps returning to a powerful idea: stay awake without closing your heart. Love, not as sentiment, but as attention. Alertness, not as anxiety, but as presence. This is exactly what we practice here. Movement gives us a place to stay awake in the body without hardening against the world. To meet effort without violence, to remain responsive instead of braced. What we attend to shapes us. So today, Kiara's going to help you break it down. You're going to attend to organization, attend to breath, attend to detail, attend to understanding the sequence, attend to what's opening. And this is where it all becomes art. Artistic expression doesn't come from doing more. It comes from inhabiting the body more fully. You're going to reach with her. You're going to see every detail. And when the hips have access, when the heart is online, when the nervous system isn't guarding, the choreography suddenly reveals dimensions that were always there, but unavailable to you. This is why artists benefit so deeply from movement. Art requires sensitivity, adaptability, full range responsiveness. Embodiment gives you access to nuance. Nuance gives you range. Range gives choreography meaning, which also gives you results. So every week I ask you to approach the work as an act of expression, not execution. Let movement be curious. See how far you can go. Let the rhythm inform emotion. Let precision coexist with softness. This is how the choreography opens, not because you push harder, but because you're present enough to receive it. If you're staying, stay right here with me. We move directly into the cardio. No reset, no break, just continuing on. And if you're logging off, just take this with you, that your body is not behind. It's responding to the information you give it. And today, you gave it better information. So let's go watch that breakdown with Kira, because everything that I'm talking about here on this super long lecture, you will see in her precision and her detail and her ability to emote as an artist. You will see, you will reach, especially things like this opening around, and I'm short in the real estate section. So those kinds of things where I'm really opening, I have to really open. Okay. All these, there's tons in here, tons. And you will feel anything that's sitting in your gut. You will feel it being able to become unlocked, not just because you're sitting there, doing some sport moves or having a body worker work on you. This is much more magical than that. This is much more artistic. The energy that you bring, the emotion that you bring to the sequence, to the choreography, that's where your results are really going to be unlike anything else you've ever seen in this world that we label fitness. Okay? So just know, again, like I've been saying to you for 25 years, you are supposed to go there. When you go there, your entire body is going to change in a way that surprises you beyond your wildest dreams. And know that I'm being protective of those things that we have to look for we know from the dance world, from the bodybuilding world, we've done too many of the same leg lifts over and over and over world, right? We've marched too much. We've stepped up on our step aerobics thing too much, right? This world is not that. Okay, I hope you all have an amazing week. You've got a real gem here, and she'll be with us through these 2 weeks of this unlocking. All my dogs are coming. Oh no, that one went straight to Penny. Bye guys.